Hi, Sylvia here with another Dephememrember Prompt. What are we having? I think we are having mushroom robots. Not magic mushrooms, they probably would have been a lot easier to make, but you know, magic mushroom. Now this one really got to me, but I thought about this. So I didn't want to print anything. So first of all, I wanted to do something with one of my favorite mushrooms, which is the fly agaric. I love the thing. I could look at the thing for days, weeks, months, years, hours, I don't know. So obviously I needed a red cup with white spots. That's an easy thing to do. Just get a red piece of paper. In my case, there's a letter, and I had some red background I made with some red paint and some bubble wrap. So just splatter it with white acrylic or acrylic pen or whatever have you. This one is watercolor paper or mixed media paper. This is just your ordinary normal envelope. So I'm going to use the well, I'm going to try and use this one because it's got the dark blue underneath it, so it might not look right, but I thought, could this potentially work? Actually, I might actually use the red thing paper for the simple reason it's a better red, plus it's Christmassy, is it not? Right, so that'll do. So we'll cut out the cap. Always kind of sticks a bit, but never mind. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to half it. Just give it a bit of a twist. So I'm going to put it in the middle and half it. I mean, it doesn't really matter how many white spots there is. That doesn't matter. No, that's not the one I want. Where's my fancy one? I love this one. This is my favorite scissors. Kid scissors, but sharp nonetheless. So I'm gonna cut this in half. And you have a mushroom cup. Or two. Body. Robot's body. This was giving me a headache to the first degree because I didn't necessarily want to use a silver one. What else can I use? I have no idea. And then I remembered when I spray my objects, any that I want to quick rust, and I spray it with Rust-Oleum, I always put a food tray, the plastic, you know, the recycled plastic food trays that you get with vegetables or whatever, or fish or whatever you buy, those hard ones, not the soft ones, the hard ones. Always put them in the bottom and lay the things on there because I don't want it to go on the cardboard and soften the cardboard. So that is what I did, and I brought that in because I've used it for something else as well. So I brought some of that in, and this, I think I'm going to turn into the robot's body. Yeah, I know, doesn't look much like a robot's body, but I think I think So I'm trying to think of that little robot from the what do you call it? The mobile, well, the UK mobile phone advert. Oh, is it O2 or something? They have a little robot. So that is the little one I am thinking of, kinda. So, but I'm not going to go mad and do like fancy whatever. So I'm just gonna cut it in half. I know it's not straight, and I know it's not amazing. It doesn't have to be. He is a robot, and we can live with that, can't we? Then, you see what I mean about not being fabulously fantastic or whatever? Doesn't really matter. So we're going to round the corners, because I really like a round corner, which is a bit difficult sometimes with this plastic. So I thought I'm going to try, I don't know how well they glue, but I'm going to try and glue them onto a very plain tag journal card, maybe. Nothing fancy, I don't want to, but I thought that might be, so I've not made very many of them. So let's get the idea here. Okay, so mushroom. What do you think? Maybe not, maybe a bit thinner. I think I'm gonna trim them a bit more. I'm gonna trim it off on this side. One trim there, and I'm gonna trim the bottom as well to not quite such a long body. Let's see. Round it. How's that then? Oh, I think that's okay. Can live with that. Arms and legs. Arms and legs. Arms and legs, indeed. I'm going to be using my flexible friend wire. That's what I'm going to. I don't like it. I don't like it. It needs to be. I think I need to cut it a bit more. I think it needs to be a bit more on the squarish side, I think. Let me just give it one more cut. I think that might look aesthetically a bit nicer. Right, is that going to be a bit better? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so I'm going to make 4 holes. Arms, legs, and then we're going to cross our fingers. Yeah, I don't normally. I just want them on the same level. They don't have to be like distance-wise. That's why I've got the. All right, 1 hole. 2. 1 and 2. All is one of the really fabulous things to have. And then I want to do some for the legs. 1 and 2. Right, now, wire. Where are my wire cutters? Why are they never around when I need them? What have I done with them? Right, here we are. So let us see. Sorry, I hadn't realized I went so far down. Basically, all I'm doing is taking the wire and bending it in half, like so. I'm going to put some masking tape on the back. That might help the body adhere to the tag afterwards. So I'm gonna push this through. I'm gonna push that through as well. I'll give him roughly the same legs, same length. Come on, don't be awkward now. Okay, so and we'll do the same again for the arms. Just take a length of wire, bend it, and cut it, and just make it a bit. We can also twist it a bit, like so, and then push it through. Right, let's have a look. Okay. Oh dear me. Okay, push that in there. I'm convinced that it took me this long to figure all this out, the robot thing, because I've been overthinking it. I mean, you know, I'm like, oh, robot, you know, glowing eyes on wheels, R2D2, that sort of thing, you know. Honestly, I think I've been overthinking it. And I think that's why I had so much trouble trying to figure this out. Right, so, and in order, so I don't hurt myself, I'm going to, at any one point, but like I said, this is going to help with adherence as well. So I might even use my super duper double-sided sticky tape to stick them down. I'll have a see. So I've already made the background. I have a fabulous background, I think. Well, yes, that's what I think anyway. So, and now I'm going to put, I mean, they're robots, they don't have to be amazing. Because I have some of this stuff, I'm going to right, so I'll make a knot. I bet you're wondering what's she going to do with that. I'm going to give him a tie, aren't I? And I'm going to cut that open. So I'm going to glue that all down and hope that it sticks. I mean, I don't know how this all adheres to the spray paint of the Rust-Oleum. I'm hoping that it will adhere well. I don't know that it will or not. It might do. Oh, that's great. It doesn't adhere at all. Lovely, lovely jubbly. Maybe once it's dried, will let's come out. Decided, oh, there we go, it does stick. It's that. I think the guy needs some eyes, and shall we give him some black eyes and some gold buttons maybe, huh? Let's see. See some gold buttons. I've got some Pen Touch Gold Oro, a permanent marker. Oh, that's a bit of a big button. Oh, came out a bit. I'll do. I think I need to be a bit more careful for the eyes. I'm going to use my black acrylic marker. Well, we'll leave the tie alone. That's not going to work. Is that? I'm going to give him. There now. Our friend. Maybe I'll give him a smile on this. See what happens when I do this. Bring it close. Well, he's a robot. That didn't quite work. Maybe I need to make the eyes rounder. What are we thinking? Yeah. There now. And he kind of looks cute, don't he? I'm going to have to dry him, I think, with my heat gun. But I think I'm going to use this one that I conveniently made earlier. I know you're not surprised, because I want to crack on with the page and the tag. I need to use my my metal pokey thing here. Now this one I'm just going to give eyes and not going to put the gold on, because I want to finish the page. So I'm going to just give him some eyes. There. Great. Okay, so I have prepared the page he's going to live on. He's going to live on about earlier, because what I thought is I give them their own little country. Lo and behold, we have Swamplandia. I know, it don't make sense. It made sense in my head. So basically, it's still drying up here. That's why the clumps are on. So I folded an A4 page. I give it a pocket down here. And I have two. I have a tag, which might be a bit large, but it's, oh no, it's double-sided. I'll use the plain one. So basically, what they're going to do is I'm going to put them in here, and they live in Swamplandia. So because, you know, I mean, look at them. They're not particularly amazing little creatures, these robots in the mushroom world. But, you know, they're fab. But they're also a little bit shy, aren't they? So I'm going to put it on there because, well, because I can really, I think. I know what I'm meant to do. So I'm going to cut a bit of Hessian. So it's not quite so. Oh, I knew they weren't going to stick, so I have to staple them now on. I can see it coming. Right, so let me cut it that way. So I will have to staple it on. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to use my super duper double-sided tape. That will work. It better had anyway. I'm going to use that to adhere. I used to do this for my Christmas cards, so I know this is going to work. So I'm going to put that on there. I'll just have to, that's the wrong one. Never find my favorite tweezers. Just cut that a bit. So I know this works because, like I said, I used to do my Christmas card that way. I used to, I sent one of those Christmas cards that I made to Buttons for Brain to Liz McGuire in our Dephemerember swap. So she could vouch for that. It will stick for ages and ages, so no need to worry about that. And then I'm also going to use that amazing tape for the little man's backside, basically. So I'm going to stick it that way. It will help with keeping the tag on, I'm hoping. Anyway, so there. So I've got the double-sided tape on his back, and I'm gonna put him on there, and he can live there happily ever after. But what with him being very shy and all that, we'll put him like, we hide him. We don't want, you know, we don't want everybody to know where he is. So he's hidden. So I just need to let the page dry, and then I can, my plan is to fold it over a bit as well. So in that, for me, it's the mushrooms. Thank goodness me, they are out of my way. mushroom robots. I'm just having to wait till the other one dries. So that is it for prompt 14. And then we have 15, 16, and 17, nothing. So that is not a bad thing on the whole. Sort of get my brain back to working order. So hope you return for the next prompt, which is prompt 18, plate and polka dots. Please touch. That's probably going to be a lot easier than the mushroom robots. Thanks for watching and bye-bye.